Hey everyone, still suffering from sinus problems, Surat here. And because, Animal Crossing is kind of hitting that point where there is not a whole lot to do, those recordings are going to be very short, so much like you see this week, until we get a festival or something going on where I can go out and do something for several, do something for an extended length of time. The videos are going to be fairly short because, let's face it, Tom Nook's store doesn't have anything new at this point, etc, etc, etc. I've gotten all the fossils, don't want to go collect any more of those. I don't need any more money, really. If I do need money, I can go back to the old ways, but for now, I figure we would take a look at what you see before us, City of Heroes Homecoming. It's a game, it is an MMO, so there are other people. Obviously superhero themed. We're going on the Excelsior server here. Or they're down for maintenance, hang on. Let's... Or I was sitting there way too long on that. Now see, I used to have some characters on this server, but I think they underwent a big change because they got an official license from NCSoft to actually run this. So let's talk about that a little bit while I create a character here. We will go with Primal Earth. We will go with the basic. We will go with basic. PvP only. Nah. We're gonna go with basic there. And my character's gonna be Magic Beam. My character is the same character that's always been around. Same character I've been using in this game forever. Now, let's see. Okay. So, back in 2004, shortly before WoW showed up, this game hit the scene. And it was an MMO, superpowers. You ran around, you could team up in groups of 8 with other people, you arrested criminals, you fought supervillains, etc. It was a superhero game, and it was very popular among the MMO crowd. It did not attain WoW numbers, but no one attained WoW numbers back then. WoW was kind of its own thing because Blizzard had their Blizzard had their IPs. Let's see. I think this version of Surat is going to be a broadsword scrap. It's going to be a sword user. And that would be a scrapper. Actually, no. Let's do crowd control. Because I know what I want to make, but they changed this. You used to just select your archetype. You used to just select your archetype, and then you used to select a main power set, then a secondary power set. You would select one of... Let's take that off. You would select one of these, then you would select your primary and secondary power sets, but it looks like they've changed that a lot. controller. His controller is fun. Then there's a lot here that I have never seen before. Not in a very long time. We can get pets later on. So, let's see. Control. Just reading here. His empathy was a really good set for certain things. Let's see, the thing is, maybe I'll look at Blaster. Yeah, they don't have... Okay, blasters do not get empathy. I suppose I should focus on one thing or the other, shouldn't I? Because the original Surratt looked a whole lot like this. That's what Surratt used to be. An empath electric defender who mostly worked on draining enemies and having fun with that. But that doesn't work so well in the... At least it stopped working well. But anyway, let's talk about City of Heroes here a bit. Actually, let's go ahead and make the character. Because we can talk about City of Heroes while I do the thing in the tutorial. Because I will be doing the thing in the tutorial. Let's Corruptor get. Okay, Corruptor gets the reverse, gets the electrical blast and empathy. That is something I like right there. Okay, we're gonna try Corruptor, even though it seems like Corruptor is typically a villain class. Typically a villain class. Whoops. Let's actually pick my healing aura. I mean, just for my own benefit, the main most of these are things that affect other team members. Healing aura, clear mind, fortitude, the two auras. I don't think I can do adrenaline boost on myself. But the two auras, clear mind, and healing aura, and fortitude, are kind of amazing, really. Okay. I wish we got two of these. We only get the one. Heal other would be nice in teams, but considering I don't know how often I'll actually be going in teams, being a Corruptor works pretty well. Or being a Corruptor with that power set works. It'll work okay. I hope it'll work okay. I probably get myself horribly, but average. Let's see. I mean, I'm not going to change this I'm not gonna have him look like Chonk McChonky or anything like that. He's gonna be on the somewhat slender side, maybe. I'm just kind of screwing around here a little bit. I can't. Oh, there it is. That's what I was looking for. Because he's not a physical powerhouse. The original Shrek came out of a tabletop RPG game. And Viking would be freaking amazing, I'll say that. Let's see. Skin color. Blue. Nope, that blue, right there. Right. And silverish. White and gray, white and silver, something like that. Would be his costume of choice. I don't think and we did not have a helmet. Take off that beard. He didn't have hair. And one of his defining features, there's no hair. Although he didn't have that face. That face was something I created for his doppelganger when City of Villains came around. I created a mastermind. It was kind of like an alternate universe version of him. So let's see. So many choices. Let's do that one. Hey. Head. I want to shrink the nose in just a bit, but I don't think I'll have that option. Not really. Just regular ears here. If there's anything at all. I don't think there's going to be anything here. Because my original character didn't have any of that stuff. Texas Longhorns, really? I take offense to that. Sadly, my character is going to be kind of basic, really. He's not going to be too out there. As funny as it would be to have him with Plague Doctor Mask, I don't think that's going to be his. I don't think he's going to be too, possible there. But also, he does not have hair. I don't think anything here is going to work. They've got so much stuff. I could literally spend hours going through here and trying to match things up, but let's see. Can I do his original costume? Okay. Yeah, I think I can. And so much of this stuff, I don't remember half this stuff being in the game. Okay, there's that. Chest detail. Gloves. I don't know why it made me a barbarian to start with. It's kind of funny that way. Sinister. I don't know how that... I don't know why that's called Sinister. I could have sworn I actually had gloves. A very specific type of glove. They kind of look like gauntlets. What's the Justice ones look like? They don't really fit. That's a problem. Ah, that's why. Okay. That's what I was looking for. It can be difficult to see some of these things. It really did have medieval belt. As funny as some of these are. I think I just had to go with that. Oh, highlight. I think once again it's just smooth. Even though Justice doesn't look horrible. It doesn't quite, the wings don't quite fit. And for those of you wondering why I'm spending this much time on the character creation, don't you know this is the most important part of the game? You know, I wonder what the odds are if people that I used to play with way back yonder in 2004 to 2011. I think I just pick smooth and actually find. Yep, just had to do that. Don't think I want a tail. I didn't have one originally. that's most of this right there. So now, let's see. We're gonna unlink all the costume colors. Because this looks okay. This looks okay. I just want to brighten up the... Just want to brighten this up. There we go. Although I think that's not what I wanted to do, really. Why is that linking? Just hitting it twice was doing that. Okay, there we go. Okay, so chest detail. I want these runes to be dark blue. The same one. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 by 5, okay. That's really worse than that. Okay. That doesn't change much, but still. Right, lower body. We are almost done. Boots. Now, the original Surah. Actually, when you first played the game, they didn't have capes available until level 20. This was something they did not have available till level 20. But considering it is just decorative, and it does kind of look nice flapping around behind you. No option for the half mantle. Oh well. Can't really see it. Which, considering it's hard to see, I have way too many options, you know? Just for an accent. Just for a slight accent there. I'm not really sure where gold actually is on these charts. You know? We can do some purple. In fact, I think... No, I like the original. I like the other way. Just get some purple in there, just for a highlight. What would this be? Silver Age? Once they started using 4 or 5 colors, I think it was. In comic, Silver Age, I think, is what that is. Okay, so cape. Can't really see much unless we get around here. Believe it or not, I've used a handful of these. Never found a good use for that cape. Hated that cape. I don't know if I hate it now, but it sure didn't. I sure never fell in love with it the last time I saw it. Long cape. Huh, okay, so there is one thing that's different. It's changed a little bit. No dragon. There we go, magic. Now we go with the interior colors. Reverse this. That's my old cape right there. Ara's. Let's see, where is it? Now the fun part here is you can change a lot of colors. Although it's really hard to see with electricity. Electricity is not. Let's see here. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this basically will make this aura pattern only show up when combat's initiated. That's what I was looking for. I had skin color picked for some strange reason. There we go. can't really tell that's purple, can you? You really have to go towards the darker colors to actually see the effects. Lighter shades of everything just end up looking like white. Customize the appearance of your powers. Dark electricity. There we go. That might be a tiny bit dark. Tiny bit too dark. And for the aura, that's one thing, but a lighter shade of purple in there. That's still showing really dark, isn't it? Gotta find out where that is. Let's see. I know what I want. I don't know how that translates to that color. That's a weird color there. What do I get if I do green? A lot of that, okay. That's a lot closer to what I want. I actually wanted it brighter, but looks like brighter just gets me weird offsetting colors. I don't know, blue, okay, I think blue zappy works. Let's we can go with bright electricity. Yeah, okay, it's bright electricity. I remember it being dark, but get the pretty purple and blue out there. Orange is the pretty blue and blue. Okay. Let's see. I don't want to change that. I want to change these. Let's... Okay, so clearly we get a main color there. Oh, I kind of like that. Kind of like that color. And darker green. The cool, refreshing mint healing. That's kind of what that looks like. Okay, I like that. I like that. I like that a lot. That's gonna be all my healing is gonna be that. That's beautiful, actually. Yep. Okay. We don't need the battle cry and all that. Let's see, heroes want to do Outbreak, villains want to do Breakout. Galaxy City is a different thing. So let's do the original hero story of Outbreak. Welcome to the hero server. And it has been a long time. Eventually, I will have to go back through here and redo all of these things. Because there's a lot here, lot in just this chat window here, that I'm going to have to deal with. However, there are some things I'm going to move. Okay, we're going to pull up a map. We're going to undock said map. I'm going to put it up here. This gets to go over here, where I'm used to looking for my health, my endurance, and all that. My target can be up here. Yeah, I have, wow, big spinning arrows on them now. That's been a while since any of that. Okay, let's see here. I have no recipes. I probably don't have any salvage either. because there is crafting. And if you want to if you want to keep an eye on here, yeah, you'll see some things that I probably don't even remember. I don't even need to start with enhancements, inspirations. Those are going to be useful to be somewhere else. This gets to be kind of up here. I'm going to close that tray. We can open more trays if we need them. This is fine. Let's see. Salvage, enhancements, inspirations. Inspirations are kind of like little temporary boosts you can get. They will help you. We will see all this stuff, but now we are a character. We can run. I don't know what to do. I don't think there's a difference between run and sprint here. I know there are different types of run. And we can jump. We got quite a jump on us. I guess with those two things together, we got quite a jump. Okay, we cannot go back there. We got a little bit of vertical on us, don't we? Let's see. Yeah, we still have a little bit, but the run and the jump, apparently. What does it say? Yeah, that is plus jump. Okay. And that is just speed. Okay. One is speed and jump, one is that. Okay. Yeah, let's see. So, Outbreak. Or Breakout. Basically, thugs have escaped from prison. It's our job to put down the rebellion before we go on to the main game. With this, I'm going to move it kind of in the middle here. We get a blood sample. We have to accept the task. Dr. Miller just down the street. Give him an example, see if he has anything further for us. State of the art. Okay. And contacts will introduce you to new contacts. And the new contacts will teach you new things around here. Let's see. Icon, use the power. Click icon, learn about it. Blah, 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 blah. Another, we get to go talk to Professor Hoffman here. And we get to learn about the con system here. Purple is level fuck. Red is almost level fuck. But purple is level fuck. Deactivated drones, we can... I don't think we're going to be able to actually hit the drones because they're just deactivated. And this is just, hey, that's how you shoot things. Okay. Two contaminated thugs in the zone to the southwest. We also have a few other things we can do. Like the Apprentice Charm will do some small damage and debuff. Brawl is just, hey, I get to punch a thing. Letting us know that if our hit points go to 0, we go to the hospital. Also, yes, everything in this game runs on endurance. It doesn't matter what archetype you are. Everything you do consumes endurance, and one of the main things you do is try to find ways to stretch your endurance. People are doing a lot of... Huh. It must be time for an event. And now we get a very big healing and a very big attack boost. Now it says we have to use those inspirations, but we don't really. We don't have to use them. Also, yes, I am going to use a lot of mouse clicking powers. People frowned at me for it back then. They probably frown at me for it now. It's right there in front of me. How did I throw it there? And now we get an enhancement. That is, You know, there are generic enhancements, and then there are... I remember there were generic enhancements. Talisman of the Initiate. Okay, let's see. I mean, it's not worth anything. There we go. And that is how you, okay, you need influence to upgrade enhancements. Which is a new thing. I'm not exactly sure how that works, but, I guess we will figure it out eventually. Huh. Wait, I have slide? Why didn't they give me that? I didn't even look through here. Hmm. Move that from tray, move that from tray. We're gonna go surfing here. See? Surfing. I mean, I can't use it right now. I don't have an extra slot. We'll get slots eventually. Now we have to go into an instance. What if these guys aren't paying attention? I am very glad these guys aren't paying attention. Now, something I haven't gone into. I haven't gone into anything yet in this game. We will eventually find out everything pretty much as it comes at us. So I'm not too worried about explaining things. Also, trying to talk is not helping my sinuses. There we go. And now you get to help me out for a few minutes here. Although, if you see by this, there's not a very big, it's not a very big instance map. The enemies here are kind of, shall we say, meatballs, because this is the tutorial. They weren't going to make it overwhelmingly difficult to get through the tutorial. I hear a glowy. You hear that wom 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 sound? That is the sound of a glowing thing that we need to click on. Sometimes it will be nice and give you a very easy one to find. Most of the time, it's not that nice. And now I am level 2. Which means as soon as I leave this place, they're going to try to get me to leave. And we do not have to walk out of here. We can hit the X button. And when you level up, you get a whole bunch of temporary buffs. And by temporary, I mean they last like a minute or so. What's my mission? So before we go and traipse off to the main city, I want to check something. And not just unveiling the map here. Not just doing that. But City of Heroes has badges. And some people made it a point to try to collect all the badges. Even though I don't think it's possible for one person to collect all the badges. I don't think that's the way it works. Nevertheless, there are quite a few. You can get the vast majority of them. Let's check the badges here. So you see how you can defeat 100 contaminated to earn this badge. Now, I don't know if it's changed. But that group, the contaminated, for the longest time was only found here. And they didn't add that badge in right away, so there were a lot of people that tried to collect badges that couldn't collect that one. we can go ahead. And it's going to take a bit, but then again, this is not a speed let's play or anything like that. This is just me kind of chilling out, playing an MMO that I've spent I don't know how many hours way back in the day. Chilling out, grinding characters, all that good stuff. I mean, they're all over the place. There are plenty of contaminated to go around. Getting 100 just takes a little bit of extra time. As for why I'm getting this badge, I don't really know. I'm not really sure. Because I am not a badge hound, I don't know how to get all the badges. I don't know how to get 10% of the badges. I know there are people that do. They care very much more about the badges than I do. But I figure getting this one and just to let you know, there are more powers we can pick up outside of our pools here. If I hadn't leveled up, I might think I was in trouble. But instead, I just get to beat up on more sick people. Because I'm the hero. And that's how that works. I'm the hero, so I get to beat up on the sick people. Also, these little fires here don't really do anything. They don't take your health down or anything by standing in them. There are other fires that eventually we'll have to worry about, but these are just decorative fire. I will say I am also slightly tired because this freaking sinus infection or whatever the hell's going on, it's not letting me sleep very well. I wake up like every hour and a half or so when I'm actually trying to sleep. Shouldn't be too much longer. I'm cutting these guys down at a fairly good clip. Eventually deal 100,000 damage. I'm 62 out of 100. Means I've done 40 since I started this little bit. So I need to do about 38 more. Okay, there we are. They respawn fairly quickly too. I think once they put that badge in, they realize they need these guys to respawn fast enough for people to actually get the badge. You may also notice that sometimes, not always, when we get up in these things' faces, they will turn around and attack us. Sometimes they notice you, sometimes they don't. And part of it is, well, it's very level deterministic. If you are equal to or lower level than the enemy you're looking at, it has an increasingly wider range of being able to spot you and home in on you, depending on how much higher level it is than you. But also the reverse is true, that if you are higher level than one of them, their range to spot you shrinks until I believe once you're 8 levels above them, they won't react to you even if you're literally in their face. Let's see. 82. 18 left. These two found me. They did just kind of stand there and look at me funny, though. And of course, there are plenty of times that the enemies you see on screen are kind of grouped together. So if you aggro one, all of its friends will actually show up and try to beat you down as well. And again, I am tired. I'm not quite to the falling asleep in front of the PC. Not quite to that, but I am zoning out quite a bit. Need 2 more. I see my 2 more. Well, you would have to miss. And we get the isolator badge. Let's see. Where's the... There. Now when people look at me, they will see isolator on my character template. Oh, we did that though. Oh, you want some? Well, I'm sitting here thinking, you come up and try to stab me. How rude. Well, I kinda need to go back to the contact, don't I? Yeah. I know this video is not as long as the combined Animal Crossing videos are. Okay. But that was the tutorial with the badge. The one badge I know about. There are other badges. A lot of other badges. You know, I'm going to... Let's see. No, I don't need the help. You can get to the help channel, but, you know. Miss Liberty. That is a trainer. There are a lot of trainers around here. And we can customize our appearance if we really need to. We will gain fitness. We will gain rest. Rest will allow us to heal outside of combat. Let's see. I can't pick a new pool yet, huh? And I have a cat trying to get in on this action. Or at least the action of being held by me. Unfortunately, I need both hands to play this game. Ball lightning is nice, but it's an AoE, and we can't really do what I want to do with it yet. So we're going to just pick the basic second attack there. We get a rocket pack, which gives you flight for like 30 minutes. The local start vendors in Atlas Park. We will go... Oh yeah, we have a walk button. All those. Where's my... Oh, there it is. Okay, lightning bolt, charge bolts. Right now we get a little bit of a boost there. You notice these enhancements have levels. Yeah, your enhancement, you can out-level your enhancements. Once you get about 4 levels ahead of them, they're no longer good. And the only thing they're good for is combining with other enhancements. But you may also notice that just about every power in here has, well, yeah, just about every power in here has slots. And we can equip enhancements to a lot of them. Sadly, we don't have nearly enough money to actually go buy all the enhancements we want. So what I'm going to do now... Are you a start vendor? Nope, you are a field analyst, basically. You are the one that... Oh, not you. I just gotta find the start vendors. Okay, so these guys will sell you enhancements. They are not great enhancements, but they are something. Enhancements come in a handful of flavors. Single origin, dual origin, generic. The single origin is best. Dual origin is the second tier. Training is kind of like, yeah, you'll get something out of it, but not much. Superpowered field trainer there. I got a badge. I got the rookie badge. Huh. Superpowered field trainer. There it is. Up here. Yeah, there's a start. That's who it is. Let's see. Okay, temporary powers, which are nice. Recipe drops, prestige powers. Here we go. Here are a bunch of things we can use. You're going to claim all of these. They are free. Buff to resistance damage. Buff to resistance and damage. I thought there was a different... Okay, there's defense and recovery. Need influence for certain other things here. The jump pack is good. We're gonna grab the prestige sprints. All these were things that you got for various, basically, thing. Okay, we are going to take Mystic Fortune. I'm just kind of... Also pets. Defense and recovery. There we go. Okay. I think that's everything we need to worry about. It is. Okay. Now you can also claim these. And you can get more for free. But yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting that they give you a set here. We can't do much with the set yet. We will be able to. So now, I'm going to go ahead and open up this fourth window. This fourth one. Slide. I don't remember which one of these looked the best, because they all came with different animations. Let's do a thing here. That's slide. Rush. We have a tip. Okay. I got some things there. Huh. I think that's the one I usually liked. Yeah, I think that's the one I usually went with. Let's go ahead and take these out of the tray. There we go. Walking over here. The rocket pack is nice, but I have no use for it, really. Because I will have a jump pack. Let's remove that from the tray. Go over here. Now these. That's a moo. You already got the pet can go up here. Sprint wrist. And I have a little friend. Just a little friend. Okay, so let's put you here. Let's move that. Move that. Here. Here. You here. Here? Okay. So I believe that's all the new powers I care about at the moment. So let's see. We got we got a tip. Just as a visitor's guide, Atlas Park. Tourism has been starting to hard to pair on the city for themselves. The guys can all programming and ready do for any new points. We see a red zone marked off as restricted for Vanguard. The UN, Vanguard. Sneak peek of what they're doing. Well, let's see. Well, there's a ton of stuff. Can't really do anything with you, can I? Let's see. There it is. Somewhere over there. Okay. We are in desperate need of some influence. Or at least I am. To do much. Influence is money, effectively. Now, we are nowhere near the levels we would need to be at to deal with much in here. But we do need to actually fill out... We do need to finish out this mission here. So this basically... Empowering aura, probably from some around here. This basically has gotten us a thing. Basically, this was just to say, hey, here's the Vanguard DPO. When you're ready to go deal with them, you can do this. Scale the Statue of Atlas to become top dog. Okay. Because there is a badge up there. You know what? I'm going to put you here. And I'm going to move you over here. Just so I can see that stuff. I mean, they also gave us a rocket pack. I'm using this jump pack. It only has so much fuel in it. And now that we've done that, we have received another tip, so you kind of get the idea. You kind of get the idea that they have, we're going to put that on cooldown. And where are we going next? Visit City Hall and learn things. Also, you cannot die from falling, but you can die immediately after because you'll be down to 1 hit point. Like so. Well, close to 1 hit point. And you can get attacked immediately after falling. But once you're out of combat, you will regain some hit points slowly but surely. And we got, what, the Patriot Badge? So learning that here is not just, as you see, supergroup registration and such, which is clans or guilds or whatever. No merit vendor. If you have spare influence, you can also, back here, get one of your get your first real mission contact. We'll deal with that in a second. For now, let's keep following our tips, shall we? And now we get to go check out some statues. Yeah, I'm too fast. Now beating these guys will actually get us some experience. It'll get us tiny amounts of influence. We can undock that. In this case, it gave us science and tech and a mutation science. We are magic origin, so these two are useless for us. Okay. My goal is up there. My goal is apparently up there. Okay. We earned the undefeated badge. I don't know exactly where it is. But yes. You saw me scaling the building here. The flag flying used to be a cape belonging to statesmen. We need to go see the flag. Which means we need to go all the way back to the park. Didn't quite have enough to get to there. I don't know if there is an easy way to get up there. Oh, that wasn't it. It's on top of there. The flag is on top of this dome. Oh well. And also, it's kind of hard to see, or maybe impossible to see, but a badge A badge, such as the one they're talking about, these exploration badges, it looks like a little disc. It looks like kind of like a compass, really. And you'll usually kind of see it sticking out of... There it is. If you zoom in, this is the badge. If you get within a certain radius of these markers, you get exploration badges. But you gotta be down close to see it. And where else are we going? Gotta go stand on the edge of chaos here. Inspect the longbow checkpoint in City Hall. And I guess that was the end of that particular little quest line. So no more. Okay. Well, let's see. Inactive detective tips. So, now that we have done that, we're going to learn about what I recall being the least secure superpowered magical vault of all times. I can't remember what we made so many comparisons to back in the day, but you will understand what I mean when we start going through these missions here. So, available missions. So, Thelians are thugs. Myself and the others here at the Guild Magi have sensed a disturbing trend. Hellions are making rapid headway in their bid to take over Atlas. Hellions are thugs who have some source of dark mystic power. Need you to take on Hellions and show them they aren't welcome. So now I need to go out into Atlas Park and find 5 Hellions. Hellions are the gangbanger types who tend to wear like leathers and bandanas. At least that's what I remember. I can actually use that. We will wait because I don't want to start getting heavy into the inspiration game until about level 20. Because that's about the point in time. Because you see, you'll spend thousands and thousands of influence buying your enhancements for your powers, and that gets very pricey and it's very hard to keep up with. However, you can if you wait till about level 20, when single origin enhancements are actually worth the time investment, because you start to level much slower around level 20. There was a reason for this way back when, because level 20 was when you got an actual travel power. And those were the fun powers to have. But level 20, you got an actual travel power. So they tried to... The experience ramp kind of was very high getting to level 20, then it kind of tapered off. So it also happened to be that if you bought enhancements before level 20, you wouldn't get a whole lot of use out of them, because you would just keep out-leveling them and keep out-leveling them. At any rate, let's see. Time to go beat up some hellions. Notice it doesn't exactly give us an area to go to. We've just got to find hellions. And if you look, when you target someone, it says what faction they're with right up there. So luckily for us, with all those little extra privilege or extra, you know, legacy powers and such like that. Yeah. With all the little extra perks here, we kind of take things down fairly quickly, which is good. And that was the 5th one. I can't do much else until we actually finish this guy off here. So now there is a gang leader and his crew. We beat up some hellions, and somewhere in the midst of all that, we got a lead on where a hellion gang leader is. Also, you notice that these hellions are yellow to us, which means that they are a level above us. Not incredibly mean or anything, but it is very much a not worth it at this point. It gets worth it later, just not here. Not yet. Not that you have a lot of risk in this game. There is no permadeath. And one of the nice touches, they do include your name whenever you hear people on your missions. So our goal, so the whole idea here is to find the gang leader. There's no secondary objectives yet. But finding the gang leader means we are going to have to just gotta keep an eye on my health. Is there another one? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure that if we stood in the fires here, they would hurt us. So we gotta be careful about that. There we go. I mean, all the smoke and all that you're seeing, it's nice effects, don't get me wrong. It just really doesn't help me see where I'm going. Granted, that's probably the point. else? Where's the elevator? Okay, nothing. Okay. I did say that this freaking head cold I've got, or sinus infection, or whatever it is making me tired because of the way it's denied me the ability to go to sleep easily. You know, I swear that actually hits people. And when it does, it knocks them back. And I'm level 3. Have to go see a trainer before I can get my perks of leveling. You know, you figure you'd let us interact with that right there. But we cannot. Mm-hmm. Huh. And what, didn't we go onto it? Hmm. This is a very small area. Very small level. See, that's what the Nemesis staff does. If it wasn't free, I probably wouldn't give up too much for it. Huh. Yep, this will be it up here. Anybody else here? Or was it just you? Yeah, I think that's everyone. Okay. Now we have to go all the way back to Missouri. Missouri? Yeah, we go all the way back there. Luckily, yeah, this is how tired I am. Let's see. Huh. Let's see. We do need to be careful. Because sometimes if you take a mission, it will put a timer on that mission, and you will have to complete the mission within the time frame. Yeah. Or you fail. And some of those missions have badges attached to them. I think one of these leads to a badge mission, but I can't remember. Because if at all possible, I would like to at least try to take on all the badge missions if I possibly can. And maybe at some point. Once I get travel powers. Once I get a decent amount of travel powers, I may actually attempt to just kind of spend sessions running around looking for badges and all that. Sadly, there's no fishing in this game, so we don't have the option to go just sit by a puddle of water and drop a line in it and just kind of let hours waste away. But I do have a Final Fantasy XIV account. And if I want to do that, I mean, my character's level 51, something like that. Hasn't quite finished the main story quests. Has not quite finished the first part of that yet. It hasn't gotten into the expansion territory. So if I want to spend an afternoon fishing, I definitely can spend an afternoon fishing. So there we go. Anyway, I think I'm going to go ahead and leave. Yeah, I think I'm going to stop here for the night. And we will post this on Sunday. I definitely can't play too much more because, oh dear God, medicine making me drowsy. That type of thing. Oh, we did get a single origin enhancement. A magic only enhancement. Pretty good one too. Anyway, yeah. I think I'm gonna have to go take it. I'm gonna have to go call it for now. When we will be back probably next weekend, depending on how Animal Crossing keeps playing, because there's not much for me to do in Animal Crossing. So the entire week of Animal Crossing is gonna be one upload. Go figure. Anyway, I think that'll do it for now. So until next weekend, I know this isn't an incredibly long video, but I'm not limited to times and not limited to what time of day or anything that it is like I am with Animal Crossing, and this game is effectively endless. So yeah, I'm going to use this video set as motivation to actually get this character up to level 50, up to max level, and see how well I can actually do with it. Anyway, yeah, we will be back eventually. I think I can turn that off. That's what's draining my endurance. Something else is draining my endurance, but I have no power running. I guess breathing is draining my endurance. That's my... Where's it that... There we go. Okay. Yeah. Me and my medicine are going to go to bed now. It's about 2 in the morning. Hopefully I can still get some sleep. Anyway, yeah. I will definitely be playing more of this. I love this game. Or at least I used to love it. I think I still like it, at least. But anyway, yeah. We will continue to do the things. See you next weekend for this.